the hell? What the fuck is that episode? I don't even remember. Is
Jesus
it 140?
Christ. Oh.
147, I think. And then from right.
Stop dying and do the intro.
Oh.
So, second, if you're not pissed off at me for how I introed it, would you please start us off?
No, I'm in a good mood. I'm just warming up, doing my exercises. That's all.
Yeah.
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 Bus stop. There you go. There's a game. There's a game. Right,
Yeah,
bus
let's
stop.
do bus stop. Oh, we've never done bus stop to start off the show before. That's
Yeah, fuck
good
it.
stuff.
We bring you up on stage. We have the bus stop here at the front, so two of us will be standing at the bus stop, and the rest of you will line up behind. And we're going to have a basic skit, just a conversation. And then when you get bored or run out of things to say, you just say, "Oh no, my bus is here. I hope a giant ball of spaghetti doesn't come and take my place." And then the next person comes along, and they have to be a giant ball of spaghetti. Or I have got the urge for a doge. Let's get.
You just say urge for dirge. For dirge.
Dirge.
Ran out of things to say.
I was gonna
remember that last week.
Let's get the typical tuba, and let's get Gray. All right, that should be enough people. I think that's 5.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna
I'd
say.
like to mention something before we start this game.
Okay.
So while I was in the psych ward,
We are on
people...
live stream, just so you know, in case this is personal.
Yeah, just.
This is... no, it's okay.
Hi, Twitch.
So
please tell everyone
hi.
your personal.
Yes. So while I was in the psych ward, this is what game we would play to pass time.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's awesome.
This is kind of like a psych ward, isn't it? So you.
Sorry. I didn't think she said psych ward, so my brain just filled it in with summer camp. So
that's also similar to a summer camp.
Yeah, it was kind of like summer camp.
Yeah, just one time
look
at summer camp.
My bus is here.
I don't know.
I really hope that Jeff Goldblum with a tongue made out of sandpaper doesn't come in.
You see, my tongue is very grainy, but as they say, life finds a way.
It's like a box of chocolates. That's my mom always told me. Life is like a box of chocolates.
Well, you see, having a sand tongue makes it very difficult to speak. Well, you see, the interesting thing about sand tongues is, well, you see, sand, as you know, is very granular. Much like the cosmos. Well, each individual grain of sand in my tongue, right? You're paying close attention, right?
I am. I think I gotta run. My friend Lieutenant Dan's coming, and I gotta run right away. I hope my friend Jenny, she doesn't come by, and I miss her accidentally. I love her.
Hello. How are you? It's very nice to meet you. I heard that you have a very sandy tongue.
Yes, I could show you. But listen, my tongue is very sandy.
I'm sorry, I'm married to Forrest.
I
can't be looking at anybody else's tongue.
I am a movie picture star. You can see me in such movies. Jurassic Park.
Well, I've been in movies too, I think.
The Fly.
Back in
my name is
the
Jeff
80s.
Goldblum. Well, I gotta go shoot another movie now. My friend Steven Spielberg. You might know him.
Ooh.
It was nice meeting you. Nice. Yes, very very nice talking to you. Very interesting. But I do hope that Miley Cyrus in a wheelchair does not come here.
What's up, dude?
I'm so sorry to hear about your accident, Miley, and how it somehow affected your beautiful voice.
It kind of came in like a wrecking ball. Really.
I never knew wrecking balls could hit so hard, but that's what happens when you're swinging on wrecking balls, isn't it? I think I gotta go. Death is calling me, but I really hope my good friend, my insecure polar bear, doesn't come over here.
Sir, Coca-Cola.
Oh,
Yeah. You want another one?
no, it's shit, man.
Oh,
I'm gonna die. I can't eat anything because
sorry.
that wrecking ball really fucked up my voice and all of a sudden I'm like, did you
If
hear the
if you
fact
don't
that-
mind, could you take the saltines out of your mouth and repeat that again?
Oh no, it's not saltines. I have cotton balls in my mouth because a wrecking ball really fucked the shit out of me.
Sorry about that. So I thought I had more places to go with this.
It's shit. I need to get
Hey,
another
here,
boob job.
let me carve off my coat here. You seem like that wheelchair is really cool.
No. Oh no, it's time for me to get another boob job. I sure hope that a random wrecking ball with huge titties doesn't show up. Yeah.
Who the hell is that thing in here? Well, I gotta go extinct sometime. I guess let's do this now. Okay. Okay. You know, I kind of expected you were gonna like come running at me. I didn't know.
No, I've run out of energy. This is.
Yeah.
If you want me to
Do
go
need
again, you got to
spray?
pull
Do
me
you need me
back.
to-
There
do you
you
need
go,
me
pull me
to
back.
Here we go. And there you go. Okay. Whoa. Ah! Okay. Animal conservation, I think, is here to pick me up. I really hope that I really hope that a caterpillar that's crossing over the time-space continuum doesn't come around here.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm a caterpillar, dude. How you doing?
Good. Just hanging out.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you, but do you know if there's any like fucking delicious leaves anywhere?
Uh, give me a second.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
What my
Wait, okay,
over
maybe
there?
I can bother you.
Oh, over there.
Okay, hold
Over
on.
there.
Maybe I can. Oh, nice. Alrighty. You see, I'm a few leaves away from getting into my cocoon. You know, my parents were telling me I should, get my own cocoon. And it was time for me to spread my wings, so to say. But
Oh,
you know,
it looks like it's time. Another construction site needs me. Away! Oh,
And-
also, I hope I don't get replaced by a Constructicon.
I am a Constructicon. I
yeah,
construct
buddy, hold on.
things.
Let me stop you right there. I smell some fresh pile of leaves. So I'm gonna go get them.
It's legal, I promise.
I'll be right back. I sure do hope that Bugs Bunny high on methamphetamines doesn't come in here.
And I thought my leaves were bad.
What's up, Doc?
Oh, not much. I'm just constructing things as that is what one Constructicon does. Look, I am constructing a child. This is how one constructs a child. You seem like you are having a bit of a medical emergency.
Oh no, man. It's splatic season.
Ah, makes sense. Makes sense. Well, if you ever need something constructed for your well-being, just hit me up. But until then, I need to go. I really hope that a parrot with wiggly arms doesn't show up to take my place.
Well, you want a cracker? Squawk.
What the?
Well,
What
you
are
want
you
a
supposed
cracker?
to be?
Well, you want a cracker? Squawk.
What the fuck is this supposed to be?
I want a cracker. Squawk.
Oh man.
Does Polly
Yeah.
want a cracker? Squawk.
Sorry.
Polly
Sorry, pal.
wants
I
a
don't speak
cracker.
English.
Squawk.
What the fuck are you supposed to be?
Hurry!
Oh
Want
shit, my
a
armpits are
cracker?
watering. I sure hope that
The end of the show doesn't come.
yeah, the end of the show doesn't come.
How about we play Give Us Sell It?
Yep.
That's what I'm
Okay.
trying to say. So, if you don't know how to play Sell It, we get one of you guys to stand right here on the X, the red X up on here, and basically then everybody from the audience, or at least anybody who wants to, shouts out a made-up word, a word that does not exist. You just make it up, a series of mouth sounds, and then the person up here has to try
As
and
opposed to
answer
other kinds
all
of
of our
sounds.
questions. What?
As opposed to other kinds of sounds.
Exactly. You can
Cool.
realistically, you can make any sound you want, but the person up here has to sell that as a product and answer our questions about it. So, if you'd like to participate, please click the raise hand button in your lower right. Let's try Elena Beth. Oh, okay. So, do we want another word? What other word we got? Without spawning a portal in the back, I do see you.
Brothwagon.
Brothwagon. So, medieval queen, what is thine brothwagon?
The broth wagon is something you have got to get. You put a big tank in your living room and invite all your friends over to take a bath. And every single one that goes in makes the broth deeper and tastier.
Witch?
And then once all of them have finished taking the bath, you drink it together. The broth wagon is the best thing for anti-social distancing.
Wow.
Is Cho and I Hansel and Gretel now? Is that what's going on here? So with the broth wagon, you said it's a tank that you put in your living room. So
Yes.
every time I try and bring a tank in my living room, they tell me to deactivate the cannon when I take it into the neighborhood. I got to take the tracks off because they say it'll blow shit up. So how do I get around these rules?
Oh, that is the broth wagon 2. The first is just a little tiny tank, and that one is easy for apartments. The one you're talking about is the one for houses, where it comes in on its own big wheels.
Because
Yeah?
the last time I did one, it just tasted of pork. Like what did I do wrong? Like
Yeah, well, you attract people to you. That's all I can say about
you know what? I
that.
just realized I confused it with my bath water.
So, Elena, when it comes to
Yes.
when it comes to the friends you bring, I have one friend that I bring absolutely everywhere, but they haven't bathed in 14 months. How do you recommend compensate for the
that
flavor?
will
bring that
make
up, Stevie
the
boy. I
deepest,
just bathed.
muskiest, duskiest broth. Do you know it's like the way people like to have aged wine? If you have never tasted aged broth, you guys, you have not lived.
I might be
Wow.
actually ill. This is only the second time I've ever felt legitimately queasy on this show.
Well, then my job is done.
So, do we want to press on that show, or what do you think?
Do we want to?
Do your friends come back? I mean, is this a friends making exercise or?
Well,
Actually, I
to
lost one
tell
of my
you the
friends like this.
truth,
The broth
I've
did taste good. So.
I've pre-ordered it, and I'm really excited about it, but because of COVID, my anti-social distancing broth hasn't had a chance to actually be made.
So when it comes to making this broth, if I have a mask on for the normal social distancing I do outside, does it help filter out some of the toxins in my breath? Like, let's say, I don't know, asparagus.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I can do the broth wagon for sure, and you can come. But, asparagus is one of those acquired tastes. But I think it's fine as long as you don't pee in the broth wagon.
Oh
Okay.
shit! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh god, no.
One of my friends swears by broth enemas. Is this something you'd recommend?
Oh my.
No, that's from a different company. Facebook has the broth wagon, and it's Microsoft. that has that one. And I know that, they come together and everything in alt space, but those are two separate broths. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I'm just gonna have to tell
I
Gwyneth.
mean, I'm
No.
selling one of them, not the other one.
So so I guess yeah. How much is the? I almost called it the broth wagon. Is it the broth wagon? I think so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much is the broth wagon?
Well, as you already know, there are the two different versions, because there's the
Exactly.
tank that comes in on the own that you talked about. That one is actually cheaper for some reason.
Oh.
I guess maybe sometimes, when
Coupons.
parts, like with the phones and stuff, the smaller that things are, sometimes they're more
Right.
expensive.
Yeah.
So that one, actually, at this point, they're paying you because they want to get
Oh
the
no.
word out.
Ah.
Yes.
So how many
Yes.
waivers are gonna get signed tonight? If you wanna get the broth wagon, with whatever that might come with, then put up some hearts. And if you are not interested, then put up some frowny faces. I am astounded at how many hearts there are right
Yay!
now.
Nice.
Love you
Wow.
guys.
Now you immediately lose at the game from here on out if you don't make me nauseous. So that's setting a standard for all of you. So anyway, do we want to do one more round of that? Since the first
Yeah,
one you
go
kind
on.
of fell out. Let's bring up the typical two-bar. We need a made-up word.
Fliegenschlagen.
Fliegerschlagen. Thank you so much.
Fliegerschlagen.
So the typical tuber. What is the Fliegerschlagen?
Well, the Fliegerschlagen is exactly what it sounds like. It's a tool you use to flee the Schlagen. And we have heard so many horror stories about Le Schlagen, the country in the middle of the ocean, that we made a tool so that people can flee it. And I think I should first tell you about the country. The country is a very dense forest, but at the same time it's a desert, and it's very hot, but also rainy, and the rain is acid, but sometimes has blood in it.
Man, it sounds
And
like
why
a
would-
fantastic
they are-
vacation spot.
Yeah, why would
Yes,
anyone want
yes,
to
yes.
flee that place? That sounds awesome.
Well, it's mainly because of the people. Their urine, it's always leaking down the mountains like a river, but of urine. And it's constantly getting in the food and the water. And so people want to leave that area, so we made a tool. And you could consider it like a plane, but we don't call it a plane, we call it a Fliegerschlagen. And basically, instead of using wings and any mechanical propulsion mechanisms, we use monkeys with wings.
Oh, okay.
So it's carrying
Now-
a big tube with people on them.
Now, I've heard on Reddit, and everything on Reddit, as you know, is
Mhm.
true. When I saw the Fliegerschlagen in the P rivers of Floggen,
Yes,
Yeah.
Schlagen. Yeah.
of Floggen, I've heard that it then causes racist people to just spontaneously pop out of that river, and and just multiply
Mhm.
within seconds. So how do
Yes.
I avoid such an occurrence?
Well, I would, of course, tell you to flee flee the Schlagen with our tool, the flee the Schlagen. But if you want to
But I just spilled all of
stay
it in the
there,
river.
oh, what was that? Oh, you lost the flee the Schlagen in the river? Well,
I accidentally spilled it.
okay. Well, I would say that racist people are like ducks, in that in that
Okay.
you don't really want
Did you just
Oh,
cut
I'm
out
coming
for
after
you too?
you.
Sounds
Sounds
like
estimated.
the perfect timing. Racist people like ducks. And
you don't want to kill a duck,
just
but if one is
immediately.
coming at you and trying to attack you, you want to avoid it.
So,
Okay.
as we're not going to promote murder, how much is the Fliegerschlagen?
Well, I would typically say that it would be $2 million, but
Are you okay?
we know that refugees have
Are you
trouble
okay?
coughing up that amount of money, so we'll give it to them for, I don't know.
You seem to have no
Is
trouble.
is that literally coughing up money? Because
No. It's for refugees. We know it's difficult. because the main thing they're coughing up is their own intestines due to the environmental and health hazards of Lishlogan. But if they can cough up $1.5 million, we will help them flee Lishlogan.
So, who in the audience with an astounding amount of disposable income is going to buy a Fleegeschlagen? Heart
And
emojis
also
in the art,
currently
crying
lives on
emojis in-
Lishlogan.
And
Yes, I
currently
mean, if you
lives-
live on
lives
it
in
surely lives there to
Lishlogan,
have to escape.
if you live on Lishlogan, you should know the conditions horrible. And all those
Do a lot of-
sad faces, they're because they know what Lishlogan is like.
Do a
You
lot of
know?
people keep
Specific-
online diaries in Lishlogan? Is there a
I
lot of
thought you were
blog
gonna say
in
online dating
Lishlogan?
profile
Online,
for
like a
some reason.
blog? Like a
Is there a lot
blog?
of blogging in Lishlogan?
Well, yes, there is a couple of blogs located in Lishlogan. The first one being weareprivers.com. That's a
Okay.
P, not P-E-E, even though it's a pun. There's
Is
another
there a
one.
lot of do they
Oh,
really
P.
like the
Rivers, I know
soundtrack?
that guy.
P. Rivers, yeah, P. Rivers is a great
He's
guy.
my
He's a good
favorite
friend of mine.
author.
Do they
Yes,
like
go ahead.
the soundtrack to Top Gun at Lishlogan? Do they like Kenny Loggins at Lishlogan?
Oh my god.
They prefer the soundtrack to Saving Private Ryan. I would say it's more of a
Oh my.
Okay.
more of a
Oh.
that kind of that.
So, sometimes when they
Yeah.
go down the hill, do they
Mhm.
do they like to toboggan?
Well, I would say that the toboggan, the Lishlogan toboggan team is quite world renowned, but they don't typically live past 20, so we have to replace
Now,
them every couple of
now-
years. Yeah. Yes.
now, I've heard that there's this, sometimes even people are trying to
Mhm.
immigrate to Schlagen. How many times do I have to bop them on the noggin? I don't know how. I don't know. How to get these
Well,
great
the
ideas
thing is,
out
if
there.
they're wanting to move to Lishlogan,
And there you go.
so
There you go.
don't noggin the Lishlogans because they're feisty.
So,
Yeah.
without further ado, oh yeah, I think we already got a vote
Yeah.
on this one. We were just
Yes.
going and ripping. But thank
Mhm.
you so much, Typical
Of
Tuber, for
course.
coming out.
Of course.
We'll
You
keep an
don't
eye
need
out
to
for the-
refer to me as a hero, just as a saint.
I guess for the next game, we can play a bit more of the debate game. How you feel about that, Shiseki?
Yeah, it's all right. It's very passive for me because I don't do very much of it. Go ahead.
I mean, do you want to try and host this?
I don't know. It's all right. Go. Yeah, go on.
Okay.
I'll host. All right.
I'll be the hype man.
All right. You know what? We haven't had Surge today. Let's get Surge. Oh, you know what? I want a Surge Doge off.
And right
We
here.
need a
Facebook.
topic for them to debate on. So just something nonsensical.
Cheerios.
Cheerios,
Ice
or
cream.
Cheerios.
Cheerios versus ice cream.
Hmm.
Wow, that's really bland. That's actually like
You know what?
Nugget
one's,
Cheerios
one's a
and
breakfast
flavor.
cereal.
Okay.
The other is ice cream.
How about this? Cheerios and ice
Honey
cream,
Nut.
or wood chips and super glue. Let's do that fucking yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's.
So I feel like you're more qualified to do this, Levi. You do this.
Dude, okay.
I don't know if I can host such a controversial, wood chips and super glue versus.
Shiseki's been eating wood chips for all of his childhood. That's actually how he
Yeah,
started
with my
hosting this
ass.
show. So, Serge, you will be on the team of wood chips and super glue.
Yeah.
Joe, you will be on the team of Cheerios and ice cream. Because Serge can probably talk his way into me giving him my social security number. I'm gonna give him the advantage by you starting.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Sergius
Oh,
Best
your
Bullshit,
audio
and
is
I'm
working.
here to tell you how fucking wonderful wood chips and super glue are. Let me say, as a true American, absolutely 100% human, I have grown up eating just bowls and bowls of wood chips and super glue. Sometimes it's branded as Wheaties. Sometimes we made our own at home. It was a major part of my childhood. I have fond memories, and I definitely do not have digestive issues now. They're totally unrelated. Yes, I am the picture of health, and it is because of wood chips and super glue. So don't listen to anybody who tells you that Cheerios and ice cream are any more enjoyable, because wood chips are where it's at, I gotta say.
So, Serge's argument seems to be that, man, I actually don't have anything funnier than what you said. So, Doge, what do you got?
Listen, this man over here purports to be the image of health, right? Look at his skin. He's goddamn radiating red. all those wood chips have been
Racist.
seeping into his blood cells, and I don't want to say the C word, but you kind of look like you might have cancer, buddy. Listen,
Oh my
with ice cream and Cheerios, no one's gonna
Just
have
because
a
it's got a
bad
healthy
time.
glow, just like
That's not even a healthy glow. That's like DEFCON 1 right there, radioactivity. Anyway,
That's too long.
hey, yeah, I had a sunburn like this when I was a kid.
listen. You get some Honey Nut Cheerios. You pour that shit all over your ice cream. You got the smooth, you got the crunchy, you got the cold, you got the hot, or you got the warmness.
I was gonna
Put it in
say,
your
what the
mouth.
fuck are you doing with your Cheerios with their hot?
10 seconds in the microwave.
Have you ever
So-
had hot Honey Nut Cheerios? You ever had a
so-
hot nut in your mouth?
This is so,
Have you, Stevie boy? Have you ever had hot
So-
in your mouth?
so, he seems to be really adamant about wanting hot nuts and cold cream to be in people's mouths. So what do you got?
Normally, I would agree with such a thing, but let me first address that attack on my character. This skin color, I am dressed as Lucifer for Halloween. It is all paint. I definitely do not have a hospital bill for complications due to
What's this
eating
for?
wood chips and super glue, because guess what? This man grew up eating Cheerios and ice cream, and look at him. He's got this hat thing. I don't think that's a real hat. I think that's a growth. Same with
Are we
his
getting a lot of physical
glasses.
contact in this? I'm not sure if we've ever done that before.
I don't think we've
So-
ever resolved a debate game with slapsies. Just like
So,
Because for
Sergius, much like Doge, seems to be resorting to personal insults. So, Doge, you gonna take the? Are you gonna take the bait? Or are you gonna be the bigger
Listen,
man with your Cheerios?
I don't need to
and
say
ice cream?
anything else. I don't need to say anything else. All right. Look, my opponent over here just said it himself. He is Lucifer. If you're eating wood chips and super glue, you are basically a Satanist. You want me to be the bigger man? He can't even reach my waist. How tall he is. I'm already the bigger man.
I
Scan my
feel
computer
more
chair.
awkward by the minute
hey,
in
Lucifer, you
continuing
can
this.
do this, all right? You can do this, man.
Uh,
Lucifer, you got this.
so,
The
sir,
wood
oh,
chips
sorry.
and super glue.
Sorry, I was doing the rock thing, the water bottle.
Human here wants to attack my physical and mental state. Well, let me tell you, me being Lucifer is pretty freaking cool. Eating wood chips and super glue has nothing to do with being Lucifer. But if you want to put it that way, dang, look at this. Like, I look pretty dang cool. Wood chips and super glue might be able to do this for you. No, I sat down with the actual Lucifer. He's a pretty cool guy. And we had a great discussion over wood chips and super glue, and I even brought up to him, hey, how do you feel about Cheerios and ice cream? He said that shit is so gross, not even God
And he
likes
said,
it.
"Stop gargling
Oh,
water
oh.
already."
Oh, Serge. Oh, sorry. I think there's like I'm sorry. There's a wood chip right here. Hold
I
on.
was
Sorry.
saving that
Sorry.
for
2
later,
seconds.
Stevie.
Doge. So, Doge, now with your frostbitten soul, what do you have to say to Serge?
All right. On a serious note, Serge, audience, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you a very personal story of mine. I didn't want to get into it because it's still very near and dear, and just happened very recently. All right. So I knew a small little girl. Her name was Sally. She's only 6 years old, right? And she was at school, and they asked her if she wanted a bowl of Cheerios and ice cream or a bowl of wood chips and super glue. And little Sally went with wood chips and super glue because she saw Sergius up on the big screen TV saying how good they are, And then once she put them in her mouth, well, I don't even gotta tell you, man. Little Sally was no more. She was kaput. She was sleeping with the fishes. So, I didn't want to bring on the life of a poor child on you, Sergius, but that's basically what you're promoting.
So, And so, by the way, as people are talking in the back, and I noticed entirely the entire time, and we would prefer you not to do that, no matter how far away you are, sir. So basically, he seems to be implying that the 6-year-old friend of his, for whatever reason, he has a 6-year-old friend, has a whose throat has been made into a blender. Sorry, esophagus has been made into a blender with the wood chips that have been super glued to the inside of it. So, what do you got to say as your final statement?
I knew little Sally. Her parents are dear friends of mine, and I was there for that glue incident, that Woodchips and super glue incident. No, the media told you. The media told you she died, but no, she ascended. She became something greater. Little Sally became Mega Sally, and she went beyond the scope of human comprehension. And right now, she's on track to be valedictorian of the world, not her school, the world. Look at what Woodchips and super glue can do for you. Look at what it did for me. I am amazing. It can make you amazing. Forget the fucking Cheerios. Forget the fucking ice cream. It is wood chips and super glue every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Make the smart choice, people. Make the smart choice.
How the fuck did you make me
What's
actually
that
want
word
to
you
try
just
it?
used, Sergius? What's that word you used? Smart?
Okay.
Don't use the word smart with
You're up
me.
here. Sir, can
Use
you
the word
please get
smart
back
with
down
me,
to your side of
Sergius.
the stage? Sir, please calm down to your side of the please release the balloons from your ankles, and there you go. Now, what do you have to say as your final statement?
Final
3, 2,
statement.
1, go.
Here, put it there, pal. Put it
Oh,
there. There you
oh,
go. There you go.
oh,
There you go. There
I'm-
you go. There you go.
okay.
There you go.
I'm shocked. Great.
Now you just legally signed the contract with me.
Oh, you signed my
unknowingly.
contract, buddy. I'm the devil
No,
here.
no, buddy.
I'm the
Buddy,
devil
listen up.
here.
You fuck you,
And
buddy.
thank you, Sergius and Dogecola, for joining in on this episode of Improv Night with you, boys. And thank you to everybody who participated, whether you came on stage, let out one emoji, laughed once, did anything to contribute. We love having all of you. If you want to see more shows from our team here at We Are Improv VR, then you can see all the links to our stuff at discord.me/We Are Improv VR. If you're seeing this on YouTube, if you want to see this just under a week earlier, basically the day after it's being filmed, you can become a patron, patreon.com/We Are Improv VR, and the same applies to all of our shows. So yeah, that's I guess that's pretty much it. Discord.me/We Are Improv VR, if I didn't already say that. Shiseki, do you have any final thoughts?
01001110000010110011100011000.
Don't support human trafficking. Have a lovely time. Mwah.